Well, the Saints were the first NFL team to clinch a playoff berth and are still atop the NFC standings after beating Atlanta yesterday 21-16, their 9th straight win and a season sweep of their hated rivals. It did get a little hairy there down at the end of the game. WWLTV Saints columnist Ralph Malbrough joins us this morning with his take on the game. And yeah, it wasn't the Saints' best performance, but they still won. This team finding different ways to win every single week.
Well, Leslie, I don't know. The Saints are so good right now. I don't know whether it's a sign of how good they are or how lucky they are. They pushed the self-destruct button in the fourth quarter yesterday, and won anyway. So maybe the universe just loves them. But they tried to imitate the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know.
Blown a lead.
I don't know if you're familiar. I don't know if you're aware of this. The Atlanta Falcons did have a 25-point lead in a Super Bowl, and they lost. So the Saints trying to do that was no fun. But they play good. They win when they play great. They win when they play bad. They win when they do a little mix of both.
Yeah.
They're pretty amazing right now. Let's just say this. Let's say they're 23-5 the last 2 years. They've won 15 games with Drew Brees and 8 games without him. That's pretty amazing. The Saints, I feel like, are a little bit like Santa Claus. They deliver us wins no matter the conditions, and it's pretty remarkable right now.
Like Santa Claus, huh? I like that. It
doesn't
matter if you're naughty or you're nice. We deserve wins here. All right, the Saints defense, they're allowing the team some leeway, of course, while they see if Taysom Hill could be Drew Brees' heir apparent. So is the 2020 Saints defense the best Sean Payton has ever had?
I got to say yes. I mean, 2018 was pretty great. It's a bizarro world, and 2020 is the craziest year of our entire life, right? But it is crazy when we believe in the Saints defense more than we believe in the offense. But that's where we are right now. They made Matt Ryan a basket case again yesterday, Leslie. He was only 19 of 39 throwing the ball. And they had their streak snapped to 14 straight quarters without allowing a touchdown.
Right.
But this defense is crushing teams. And it's not just the pass rush. It's all of it. A lot of times yesterday, Matt Ryan had 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds to throw, and nobody was open.
Right.
And that was with the Saints missing 2 of their top cornerbacks.
I know, it's amazing. Yeah, poor Matty Ice doesn't look very frozen on games like that. Okay, so Taysom, let's talk about him. Both spectacular and terrible. First half, he didn't look great, and then we saw flashes of him really being able to throw the ball, but then come the turnovers.
Well, I will say this. Taysom Hill is the luckiest person on earth. That second fumble that he had, Leslie, it seemed to just hang on the sideline, I think, for all eternity.
Yes.
I think for a second, too, the ball actually talked to the Falcons. It was like, hey, I'm right here. Come pick me up and take me to the end zone and win the game. So Taysom, he was really lucky that didn't blow up in his face and cost the Saints a win. But on the flip side, I want to talk about 2 plays. The 17-yard completion to Michael Thomas on 3rd down, Drew cannot make that throw. That is a big boy NFL throw. And that run for 43 yards, those are the 2 plays why when Sean Payton talks about Taysom being the next quarterback for the Saints, those 2 plays are why he believes it and wants it to happen. It's just so enticing, the possibilities with Taysom. You can see why the Saints want him to be the guy next year.
He needed that 43-yard run because I was screaming at the TV to put Jameis Winston in. I think that's why he ripped that off.
I'll tell you this, though. The Jameis is probably not going to play because Drew's probably going to play, according to reports, even though he's got 1,000 broken ribs next week. And Taysom will probably go to the bench. But if Taysom doesn't get the fumbling under control, Sean Payton is going to limit his snaps. The fumbles cannot continue, especially if he's going to go to a smaller sample size. You look at this game, Leslie, yesterday, the missed kick and the 2 fumbles, that's the exact reason the Saints lost to the Vikings last year in the playoffs. So they got to get the fumbles fixed, but Taysom knows that.
Sure.
And
Payton did take responsibility for one of them after the game. Ralph, unfortunately, we have to go. I did want to mention, though, that Michael Thomas, the first player in NFL history to record 500 career receptions in just 69 games. That's pretty impressive. Thank you very much. And, guys, make sure you read his column. It is amazing. Next up, the Saints face off against the Philadelphia Eagles. That's this Sunday in Philly. That game set for 3:25. And the Eyewitness Sports team will have an eye on the Black and Gold special this Thursday at 6:30. They'll be bringing you the latest information on on both teams as New Orleans looks for their 10th straight win. And as we just heard, they were talking all weekend long that Drew Brees is expected to come back. So we'll keep an eye on that all week.